Hello and good morning, friends. So yes, Indian market is going like full gun blazing, and today we are going to talk about market and also going to talk about one stock that is Vanity Organics. Yes, lot of requests has come for that one, so we'll talk about that. For first, before that, let us talk about market. We're talking about market, guys. Market had a very good run in last six working days, and no 5 6 working days we are almost touch all time highs. And now what is the position? The position is now little bit cooler. And no, basically there may be a somewhat halt. It looks like थोड़ा तो थम जाएंगे ना इतना भागे तो. So that is what we have to see. Maybe yeah, today also there SGX Nifty is showing a drop of maybe 50 60 points. But overall, if you talk about market is in a very good position. We already discussed a lot in detail that yes, Indian scenario, election result, that is what was the biggest panic among the investors is out of the way. It looks like probability BJP will win, and overall global situation is also good. Somewhat the employment data which is coming in USA yesterday was on a lower level, so yes, that is also a plus point. Now here we are talking about that yes, in by next election we may go 5 10% higher also from here. That can easily be seen maybe 22,000 or 23,000 we can see. But overall, what we have to do in this market, we have to just select a good quality stock and invest. In between, yes, there may be a drop at the market level. Use that opportunity to buy. Again, now let us start taking some of the news which are reflected yesterday. For one of the main highlight was that there is a talk that basically BS and NSE international division, that is that the gift nifty level, is going to merge. And that was a question asked by Snake Eyes 291992. That is one of our viewers of our YouTube. He has asked this question: what is the implication of that? Yeah, guys, this is just an international operation of both uh, NSC and BSC is going to merge as a gift nifty. Sorry, gift basically Gandhinagar Gift City. You know that it is going to merge, and that I think it is going to happen in January. Now, this is a very good merger, because if this happens, no, a lot of flow will come in India. And again, for US also, not US, sorry, for FIs and all that. Now, if they invest in Gift City, it will remain in dollar currency only. They don't have to convert into rupees, and that's a benefit of that. No, when they want to go back, they'll go back with the dollars. They don't have to convert. So currency risk is going away. That is a better benefit of coming into gift city. Even guys, now in future, you know that many of the companies are issuing ADR and GDR outside, mostly GDR I'm talking about. Now through this gift city, no, you can invest directly here, and you can take dollar dominated currency as a loan. And that is the best thing, because you don't have to go through that GDR issue and all that. So a lot of benefit of there is there for gift city, and that is going to come in next 1 or 2 3 years. So that is a very positive points. Again, now let us talk about stock. That is nothing, we I have already spoken. We have got lot of requests for Vanity Organics, and Mr. T. Kabraham 2442 viewer. Then Logesh Varanan S5537 has requested for Vanity Organics. Guys, if you want me to analyze any scenario of the market or any of your stocks or anything, just type in the comment box. I will take in coming sessions. You know that morning and evening we are releasing our videos, that we'll consider that. Okay. And also, before going, just do subscribe and our channel, do like this, and please send it to as many as people possible, so it will help our motto to spread financial literacy among the investors and help you to select a good quality stocks. Now let us come back to Vanity Organics. Well, Vanity Organics, you know that it had a great run earlier. It was like 10x return it has given within 2 to 3 years at that time, almost 2 years back I'm talking about. But now last 2 years it is not performing, and there are various reasons behind that why this stock has not performed. One of the major reason is that no, basically their main product, that is ABTS, no, ATBS, sorry, ATBS is nothing but acrylamido methyl pronane sulfonic acid. This is one of the main product as having a lower offtake. And actually, there is also destocking going on in the company, and it's not only in Vanity Organics. Basically, it is there across. And basically, so I'm talking about Vanity. It's a Vinati Organics. Okay, my bad. Sorry for that. So if you talk about Vinati Organics, so it is not that only for Vinati Organics. It is there across the board, and that is what is happening. Because in chemical sector, no, if you see last 2 years, there is lot of competition has come from China. From last 6 months, no, there is aggressive competition because China economy is slowing down, and they are actually, if you see, no, they are giving a very, you can say, an aggressive competition to us, because they are supplying their export at a very lower prices, and that is why we are facing a issue. Again, if you talk about last 1 year, no, because the US and Europe, it has literally gone into recession level. Now due to that, no, there was a lower demand that Europe literally gone into recession, US not, but yes, because of that lower demand, no, again, apparels and all that, no, they use dyes and everything. So that's why also there was a lower demand across Europe and US, and that was also hurting uh, chemical industry. Also in between Russia and uh, Ukraine crisis happened, that is also impacted a lot for the supply bottleneck. Also, this uh, of course, Israel and Hamas war does not actually impacted a lot, but yes, Russia Ukraine impacted a lot. So because of all these reasons, no, the chemical industry was going in a very bad shape. And say was the Vinity Organics, no, it has actually gone in a very phase. Sorry, guys, I spelled the wrong earlier, improper. It was a Vinity Organics, not a Vanity Organics. Again, guys, if you talk about Vanity Organics, so as I told you, ETBS main product offtake is less, and destocking is happening. Now, why destocking? Destocking is nothing. No, whatever stocks they they are actually removing that stocks. That's all. They are not producing, and again, they are going slow on the production also, because demand is not so high. Correct. Again, this is expected till December 2023, this destocking. After that, then maybe they may be starting more production, and no, seeing the demand much more better. And of course, if the interest rate cut starting in US and Europe, I think that will be a big trigger for chemical industry. Still, next 6 months, 1 year, you have to be careful about that. Again, guys, they are going to increase the capacity of ADBS from almost 50%, and now I think it will be completed by June 2024. Actually, it was planned by this financial year end, but it is not going to happen. But yes, they are going to increase the capacity by it of ATBS product by almost 50%. That will be one of the trigger. Again, AO, that is antio uh, antioxidants, basically that is one of the product, but the demand remain of that product is very low, and the plant is running almost 30 to 40% of the utilization. Very low utilization is there because the demand is very low. As I told you already, chemical industries are going through a very rough phase. Again, full benefit will be seen on 2025. Again, the guys, they are basically planning to achieve an revenue of 4 billion by 2025 on, but yes, capacity utilization will be almost 40-50% only. They are not using completely 100% capitalization because the lack of the demand. Now there is a Viral Organics, that is a subsidiary of Vinity Organics. There is an principal approval. They already got it from MCLT for the amalgamation of with Vinity Organics. So that will actually help, because then the demand of AO is always going to be high in future, and that will help. And again, the margin expansion will be there because of this amalgamation. So bearing of short-term pains in destocking, basically, no, one stock of the sector which has done well in chemical sector is one of the organics. Earlier done a lot. Now currently it is in a slower mode. It is on a, you can say, consolidation phase. How long it will go, that is what I'm going to talk about. Again, see, after 2024 means maybe next year we can see a much more better demand in Vanity Organics through, because the ATBS, as I told you, that product segment will do well. Again, now IBB, another product, will also going to do well in future. That is what the projection is. Again, volume growth of antioxidant is going to increase in future. So these are some of the trigger which is going to help Vanity Organics to have a much more better foot in next coming years. Now let us understand about the fundamental analysis of the stock. Okay, so talking about fundamental analysis, let me open the, just a minute, yes, screen. So let us talk about that. So if you talk about Vanity Organics, you can see it is having a market cap of almost 17,400 crore rupees. It's a mid cap company. Okay, stock PE is actually, it is 42.6. Okay, now 42.6 is a no little bit higher only, but overall अगर आप पहले से देखोगे, it is much more on a lower size. Book value and is 225, ROC is 30, and ROE is 22. That is good parameters. You can say overall the ratios are good. Now let us see the price trend. Now if you see the price trend in last 5 years, it has not moved. You can see from here actually, no, 1 minute. So if you can see a last 5 years trend, now, there was a good jump from 19 to almost, you can say that 2021 around. And that jump was related, no, there was a much more higher demand at that time. Okay. And if you can see here, but however, after that, from October 2022 or September 2022, it has a very, very bad shape. Okay, currently. So basically, why this is happening? Why this is happening is the reason is that basically this price to book value is fallen because of the you can say the price drop in the overall the market price. Okay, तो अगर आप prices की भी बात करो, तो if you see here from 2019 to 2020, to know there was a good jump overall. No, it has gone up from almost 1000 to 2400. Okay, however, if you talk about a longer chart will give you a much better picture. If you see the longer chart of 10 years, no, it has gone up from you can say here from almost 200 rupees to almost 2400 rupees. Okay, from 2016 to 2022. After that, there is a little bit fall coming. Okay, and currently it is around 1400 level. So, what is the reason why there is a fall? The fall is basically, as I told you, the because of the demand of fall across the sectors, and again at Europe level and all that. Again, US level plus China's factor, all these factors bringing the drop. Now, we have already spoken about the price to book value ratio. Now, we'll talk about P ratio. P ratio, if we talk about, no, you can see here that the P ratio initially touched to almost 77, 75, 77. However, after that, no, there is a big drop coming in the P ratio. However, you can see the EPS is going up. What does it mean? It means that there is a de-rating of P ratio in with Vinity Organics. Because why there is a de-rating? देखो de-rating कब होता है कि जब आपको पता है कि this stock may not perform for next 2-3 years, and that is why there is a drop at basically at that level. Even you can see, but yes, overall the EPS was okay, but also from last 2-3 quarters there is a drop on the EPS front also. Now, if you talk about another angle is price and margin, sales and margin. Basically, if you talk about sales, not sales and margin, basically it's a gross profit margin, operating margin, and net profit margin. तो अगर आप यहाँ देखोगे gross profit margin was much more around 63, 64 earlier, which has gone down to 40. Even the operating margin gone almost was up around 40 to 43, which has gone down to 25. Even if you talk about net profit margin, gone up above almost around 30%, which has gone down to almost 16 to 17%. So what it shows? It shows that overall the margin are shrinking, and one of the reason why margin are shrinking because the demand is less, and you are putting more discounts and everything. So that is what you have to keep in mind. Okay. Now let us talk about already we have talked about the P ratio, price and price to book value. Now let us talk about the some of the pros. The company has a reduced debt, is almost debt free, and it's a healthy dividend of 19.3%. Okay. Now the problem is that the stock is trading 77.52 book value. Okay, earlier it was much more higher, now it is lesser. Now, if we talk about quarterly result, see quarterly result आप देखोगे ना, तो you can see there is a trend coming here that if you see it is actually gone up to almost 506, 566 by September 22. But after that, there is a drop in the sales. Even the net profit, which was highest around 116, 125 earlier from, but last 2 quarters, it is having a fall. And the reason is there is a drop in the demand. Even yearly, if you see here, that yearly also, no, there is a increase in the margin in March 2023. You can see here the profitability shooting up. But overall, the this current year is not going good for the company. If you talk about sales growth, you can see, as I told you, know that compounding growth rate is 14, 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, 3 years, uh, 26. But this year it is -2. Compounding profit growth also 3 years is 11%, 5 years 26, 10 years 21. So from last 1 or 2 years there is a big fall, and now it is around, for this year it is 2%. Stock price, as I told you, for this year it is -20%. However, earlier if you get 10 years CAGR, it is almost 35%. So that was a very good CAGR return over the years. ROE, of course, no, it is maintained around 21, so that is a good one. Now, if we talk about basically promoters holding, so promoters holding, अगर आप देखोगे, it is 74% across the year, so and quarters and everything, so that is not a problem. So looking at that, one thing is for sure, okay, guys, it's not that Vanity Organics is a bad company or something like that. It's a good company, but the only problem which is there is this company, the demand is not there. Again, most of the plant is actually running below the capacity, maybe 40-50%. So Vinity Organics will face an issue that way. So unless the demand goes up across the sector, and of course Europe and US comes fast, very no, basically you can see the interest rate coming down, maybe coming from the first quarter of next month year. So hopefully unki economy, if they goes up, then yes, there'll be a good demand. And also China pressure is there, but China ka hum kuch kar nahi sakte. We can just hope for US and Europe recovery, and slowly and gradually demand goes up across chemical sector. So what should be the conclusion? Shall we buy this stock or hold or sell? Well, here I wanted to tell you guys, you have to wait for some time. And also I think, maybe it will take 6 months, 1 year to demand to come back. Okay, or maybe 1.5 year, I don't know. So unless the demand is not coming back, no, this stock is not going to run. But yes, or do if it goes much more lower from here, no, I think you have to see that yes, once it becomes a value pick, you should enter, because at the end it is a cycle. This cycle will also recover, so nothing wrong is there. But you can wait for the lower levels if you want, and just or wait for the time being, the thoda time jane do, let the demand come, and once if there is a good uptick coming in the sales, no, then you can re-enter. The stock has given a much better return in the past. The chances are that it will give you a return, but you have to wait for that. So this is what my take is there for Vinati Organics. Hope you like this video, and do subscribe and our channel, and boss, please share it to most of the people so that we can spread our words. And also guys, if you have any question related to any of the stocks, please do put it in the comment box, or any question related to market, you can put it. I'll take it from the next session. So thank you very much for joining, guys. I'll see you in evening with another video. Bye bye.